Okay, well, listen, the first thing we need to do before we start doing the fun stuff and making our dashboards and pivot tables and pivot charts, we need to just get familiar with the data. Okay, we need to think about the type of data that fits well into dashboards, and think about the relationship between that data and what we can generate. So I'm just gonna introduce this data table here. It's transactional. It's a set of customer transactions. Um, so there's information relating to the date when this transaction happened, and we've got a lot of transactions here. I think there's about 6,000 going from 2017 and creeping into 2020. Um, so it's a customer transaction. How did we acquire this customer? We acquired this customer, the first one, for example, through an advertisement, but they could be a returning customer, a customer you've had before, organic. They just walked into our shop or accessed our website, whatever way you want to view this. Uh, where's that customer from? Okay. You may have noticed the data is a little bit contrived, but let's just ignore that for the time being. So, yeah, which state are they from? They're from this particular cluster of southern states in the United States of America. The product, a very enigmatic product 2, product 3, product 4. I just bought product 4 the other day. It's brilliant. Anyway, the price. What is the price? How many units did they buy? And then the total revenue from that transaction. Then we have the delivery performance. Was it on time or was it delayed? We've captured that information. Was the item returned or not? Hopefully you want to see lots of no's there. Okay, there's a few yeses. And then overall on the transaction, what did the customer make of it? What was their final customer satisfaction? So that's a sort of the type of data which we can play with, which will fit well for a dashboard. The reason is we've got a mixture of category columns or categorical variables, if you want to use the real terms, which are things like the type of the customer acquisition, the state, the product itself. Date is it's kind of categorical and kind of numerical. However, we can see that price, units, and revenue are numerical. So it's nice when you've got a mixture of categorical and numerical variables in there, which have a relationship to each other. So you can start thinking about, for example, which product has sold the most, which products made the most revenue, which you know which state has generated the most revenue, which state generates the most customers, and so on and so forth. And so you can start linking together these sort of these different variables. Delivery performance, okay, did that have an impact on customer satisfaction? You can start thinking about how all of these things link together. So that's the first thing, is just to think about the nature of the data that you've got in hand, okay, and what you can do with it and what you can play around with it, or how you can play around with it. So there we go. There it is. Now, that's all I wanted to do in this particular video. So we shall stop it.